Honorary Consul General, Switzerland. You are requested to please come on stage and take your seat. Please take your seat on the stage. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our second speaker, Dr. Nadeebul Haq, Deputy Chairman, Planning Commission, will be joining us on Skype. And we also have Mr. Munawar Basir Ahmed with us, the former MD of PEPCO and the former Chief Executive of SSGC here with us as another speaker. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Munawar Basir Ahmed. Mr. Mujahid Ishai, a former president of ICAP, has been the chairman and member of various ICAP committees, trustee and member board of governors, Pakistan Accountancy Foundation, and still ongoing. He's been a member and held senior positions in several committees of IFAC and SAFA in the sectors of banking and audit. So we will request him to please come and open the session. Mr. Mujahid Ishai.
Mr. Munawar Basir. Let me start off by saying that I'm not an expert in energy. But energy is something that affects each one of us. Of course, we have to have physical energy. But more importantly these days, we have to have energy to light the way, the light to light our homes, to heat our homes. And that is the energy that we lack in currently. Last night when I was driving home, there was a rickshaw in front of me, in front of my car, which had written on the reverse side, Panga, Panga is not a changa. And I wondered whether that was something that I should take note of, or whether it was a message that the rickshaw driver was trying to convey to those who are in power. Do not take panga with the people of this country, with the industry of this country, with the economy of this country. Please remember that cliches are fine. And let me give you two cliches that were thrown by the Deputy Chairman Planning Commission in the first energy stakeholders conference that was summoned by them in Islamabad about 3 years back, three years back or so. The first was, energy is development. The second was, energy is modernity. Of course it is. We all know that. But where is the energy? Is the question that we have to focus on. Let me just refer to a report issued by McKinsey Consulting on mobilizing for a resource revolution. This report has just been released in January of 2012, and this is about water. It says water consumption by 2030 would be 30% higher than it is today. Additional deforestation of up to 175 million hectares would take place. Carbon dioxide emissions could reach 66 gigatons, a level that might lead to a rise in global average temperatures by several degrees Celsius. Unquote. These figures encompass the entire world. The question that I have, and I hope that the learned speakers will probably reflect on, is whether our policies vis-à-vis the energy sector are taking these very important matters into account. In Pakistan, the water availability per capita stands reduced to 1100 cubic meters in 2006 from 5,260 cubic meters in 1951. This should just give you an idea of the number of people, the population growth, the urbanization, and the lowering of the water tables. We waste in excess of 30 million acre-feet of water every year as it drains into the Arabian Ocean. The consumption of total energy by sector 2008-9 was 52.6 million ton of oil equivalent unit, of which the power sector was consuming. This is the power sector which is producing electricity for us. 29% of the energy that was produced in the country. The industrial sector, 28%. Transport, all the CNG kits that we have in our cars, 22%. Domestic, 15%. Commercial, 3%. Agriculture, 2%. And other government is 1%. These figures, plus what we are facing today, a shortfall of around 6,000 megawatts. And it is not simply because the canals have been closed down for their annual desilting thereof or maintenance. There's much more behind that. But the fact is that the total installed capacity to generate electricity in this country, as things stand, is 20,495 megawatts. And there you have the breakup on the screen of the various agencies and the contribution to this figure of 20,000. How much of each is working?